Today I'll be making this aluminum super tank. So a month ago, Fun and Things challenged me to a tank off, and I can't believe a tank off actually exists, but I might be doing more of them. So he challenged me to a tank off where I had to make a custom tank that could beat his. And also he made a video for me, so here it is.
Hello NIM Productions, we meet again. Here's the updated version, painted, a little more thorough view of it. Last time I focused a bit too much on the first tank, which wasn't the subject of the challenge. So this is mostly inspired by the Panzer IV, the Char B1 bis with the howitzer in the hull, a Pershing, I think it's a medium tank for the turret, full gun depression, fully 360. Here's my update video for the camo. Really amateur camo. I probably shouldn't have even done it, but I think it's okay-ish. Yeah, there's the update. The exhaust, at least, a bit much on the exhaust I'm saying, but resembles a Tiger tank. Gun resembles a Tiger tank. Sides resemble a Tiger tank. This, the shape does, but the wheels do not.
So this is his tank, and it's pretty good. The camouflage is really interesting. It would work well in like a bamboo forest or something. But the main problems is that the turret is too small because a big gun would need a really big turret. And also you should paint your whole entire tank because it makes it look a lot better. Other than that, it's pretty nice. The thing I like most is the exhaust pipes because those are pretty creative. So I had to make a tank that could beat this tank in a battle. So I thought, why don't I make my tank out of a super strong material? So that's why I made this aluminum plated tank. What's better than cardboard? Aluminum. I don't think any cardboard tanks could penetrate this armor. This tank was inspired by the E-100. The E-100 was a German tank that was never actually built, but you can play as it in World of Tanks. So thank you for challenging me to do this. So let's get into the video. First off, here's an image of the E-100. I thought the E-100 would look really cool as an aluminum tank, so I chose this one. And even though the rules say you should be inspired by tanks, I just decided to make a model of the E-100. I probably lost this already. If you didn't guess already, I would be making this tank out of aluminum cans. To get flat sheets of aluminum from the cans, all you gotta do is cut the tops and bottoms off the cans. Then you should get this flat stuff where you can trim off the edges to remove any imperfections. And you can run it over a table to make it less curvy. Then repeat this process and make a ton more flat sheets. I first cut out the top piece for the tank. Then I cut a hole into it for the turret mechanism. I won't go into detail on how to make a turret mechanism in this video because this is for more experienced people, so you can just check out my other videos if you want to know. To make the inside turret mechanism, I'm using cardboard. The whole outside of the tank is covered in aluminum and other metals, but the inside has cardboard supports. This is because metal doesn't really bond together that well. And with the tools we have right now, it's not really that easy to bond metal together. Especially when these aluminum plates are so dang thin. So to fix this problem, I'm using cardboard supports. The cardboard is the thing that actually holds the aluminum plates together. The aluminum plates aren't actually glued together, they're just glued into the cardboard supports. And as you can see, when I add this trapezoid shape onto the front of the tank, I use cardboard supports in the inside so then it can hold it together. Then I can just glue the top sheet onto the other pieces of cardboard. Then I continue this for the bottom side of the tank. The bottom plates are thinner because the other space will be used for the wheels. And disclaimer, working with aluminum sheets can hurt you because they are really sharp and thin so they can cut you. But paper also cuts you, so I don't know, just take your chances I guess. For the turret I did the same thing and I used cardboard as supports. Although the cardboard supports help in bonding the metal to the cardboard, it's still really hard to bond them together. Sometimes they'll just snap off for some reason. And I'm using pretty decent hot glue, so if you use some cheap stuff, it's not gonna stick at all. Maybe if you use Gorilla Glue or something, it might bond better. For the hatch on the top, I got a little creative and used the top of a soda can. Now for these side curved plates. This is probably the coolest part about the E-100, the curved plates. The more curvy something is, the harder it is to penetrate because of how the ricochet stuff works. So this should be some really strong armor. Although the sides might be really tempting and hard to make, it's pretty easy. I just run this metal sheet over a table to make it more curved. Then I test fit it to see if the curvature actually matches the tank, and then I super glue it onto the tank. To make that shape, I just trim it when it's done glued on. And when you're done, it should look really cool. The aluminum just like reflects the light and it looks really nice. Now for the hardest part, the gun. You can't really make a gun out of aluminum because I'm pretty sure it probably won't look good. But I got lucky because I found this metal mechanical pencil on the floor of my school. I took it apart and it actually works really good as a cannon. But I'm not sure if anyone else will have a mechanical pencil like this, so yeah. Actually, this pencil was the main reason I wanted to make this tank. For the area where I wanted to mount the gun, I made it curved. So I made this curved piece out of aluminum, but it proved to be pretty hard because the smaller the pieces, the harder it is to keep it in place. When you do get it, you can glue on the turret and the gun. When you're done, it should look like this, and now you can work on the sides and the bottom. For the wheels, I wanted to make the wheels look like they were really thick. But you can't really get thick aluminum wheels, so I just had to substitute it with foam and put the wheels on the outside. Hopefully the tracks will cover up most of the foam. Then the tracks are made and painted black. Luckily, since this is made out of aluminum, you don't have to paint the tank. Then you attach the treads and now you're basically done. So thank you for challenging me to make this. Not only does this tank look really cool, but it should beat your tank any day. So thank you all for watching.